Welcome to Boo Crew Case Files. I'm your host, Bri Schroeder. Who's sitting next to me?
Wouldn't you like to know, Bri?
Charles?
How'd you know?
How did we meet here?
You thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Well, I'm back.
Well, are you sure you're excited for this?
I am pumped. I've been looking forward to this all day.
All day. So, St. Ignatius, yet again, here we are.
Yep, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of recordings here today. Got to get our spooky.
Exactly. I mean, a person can only go so long without not getting spooky.
This is very true. We find ourselves in Rose's room. Last time we were in Rose's room, we wished her a happy birthday. You sang happy birthday.
I did, and that's the one and only time, so...
We also offered you up because you were the sacrifice.
Yes.
Being a Kentucky boy and Rose being a Kentucky girl. I did kind of review some of the audio. You know, I put the clips together as far as the podcast episode, and I don't know how much we heard in the moment because we didn't have headphones and the setup that we have now, but there was some interesting things that I want to take a moment, slow down, and just play and see if you all hear it too. Rose, your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Rose.
You know how old you're going to be? I kind of heard, goddammit. I've had leave, get out, leave me alone.
Rose, are you with us right now?
Rose, I brought you a Kentucky boy.
Hi, Rose.
Rose, did you have one of your Coors Banquet today?
Find it. Really now?
Find it.
What was that? Now, when we were in Rose's room, it was just Charles and myself. We were the only ones listening to the audio playback. What was that sound? Let me slow it down.
Find it. Really now? Find it.
So, in that playback, you hear what sounds like when I ask the question of, Rose, did you have your beer? It's telling us to go find it. But then there's this odd, mechanical, male-sounding voice that comes in after the clip has been played and says, I'll find it. That was actually recorded from my laptop into the PodTrack system. That wasn't my voice. That wasn't Charles's voice. Who was listening to that audio through our headphones? And who said that they'd go find Rose's beer? Let's go ahead and get back to the program and see what happens. That's incredible. All right, here we go. I think what's really interesting to me, Charles, when I listened to that, if my memory serves me correct, the only chair in the room was the one you were sitting in.
Yep, that is correct.
And when you asked about Rose, it said she's in the chair.
Kind of a little unnerving, to be honest.
Maybe my plan worked.
I'm starting to see the plan now.
Did you feel anything when we did that episode?
You know, looking back, I can't right offhand say I did, but I wish I had been a little more observant, maybe.
Well, and sometimes we don't really feel anything. I mean, we might feel a little sensation of awkwardness.
I wish we could go back and review that and feel the sensations and whatever
Well, and it was interesting too when asking the question about having her beer and getting that response about in the AM, find it, you know, and it was the same voice. So talking about
Right.
these applications and if they are, manipulated by spirit or, fabricated by technology, to have the same voice over 3 or 4 times and not just sentences that correlate together or words that correlate together, but the same voice.
It's kind of like in EVP work when you get a voice that instead of just says one word, says maybe a string of 2 or 3 words, or maybe a short sentence.
Yeah, it's kind of a thought-provoking in our world, if you will, to have something like that happen. And even in the get-go, we were singing Happy Birthday, speaking with her, and then from there, you have a mail that says what I think, Happy Birthday. Really interesting to go back through and listen to it. I thought since we were here, we should explore Rose a little more.
I think that's an excellent idea. Let's try Afterlife.
Afterlife it is. All right. The Afterlife app is a ghost hunters application created by Anthony Sanchez.
Only wrong.
It sounded like it said, "Are we on?"
And then like the
Rose, are you here?
Curious.
I'm curious.
Curious. That right there, it kind of makes me want to think like if you had an open mic and they all draw to it like a moth to the flame.
Yeah.
good day.
Who's in here?
Disgusted.
What's your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin?
I didn't want it.
Was armed.
We put a device right at the door. It has a red light. Can you touch the red light for us?
Scared. Disappointed.
Light. And the
And
failed to come.
failed to.
That was like
I'm cold again.
and bring us
And bring us.
so
Rose, will you touch the red light, please?
for
For.
frequently. I mean, not
Testing.
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 this is my as we
Rose, did you have your beer today?
Contrary.
because there's scout more could be.
To Daddy. Pleasant.
Do you see the purple light by the TV?
Sat on his
Questionable.
once more.
Rose, do you like your little kitty cat doll up there? He's cute.
Born of prey. There is no God.
Young woman.
Did you hear guilty woman?
I heard something.
There.
Who's a guilty woman?
God's me. One. And spear. The last spear. The photons.
Misery.
Most sound like it whispered, give us the room. Rose, can you say your name?
I dreamed.
I dreamed.
Seems to be two voices, and they're almost going back and forth.
Could be.
Three.
How many spirits are in here with us? Ruby.
Rose, do you stay here or do you come and go?
Luke.
Luke. Who's Luke?
Hidden Queen. First over the heath. And then spark. Give yourself.
Arrogance.
Can you touch the red light in the door?
Closest to death.
Can you turn the light blue?
Just young man.
God.
Satan is done.
And light.
I kind of feel like it's just gibberish.
It's hard to tell. I'm catching a few words here and there, but I don't know if it's specific pertains.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't seem like it fits. Let's try that. Like, why would it say fire? We'll turn on the Phasma box though. Rose, are you here?
That's right.
That's right. Rose, do you see the red light?
Sure.
Can you touch the red light? Almost sounded like, why me?
Almost a little drug out.
How many spirits are in this room? About 10. Can you tell us your names? That's right.
Giving warning.
Giving warning? I don't know about that.
About what?
Is something following me today? Did you say Rose?
Yeah. Did you say Rose?
Blind.
I thought that said probably. Where's Rose? To your right. Rose, are you right here? Can somebody touch the red light, please? Like Rose? You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rose, can you touch the purple light if you're to my right?
Was that Rose again?
The last time we were here, we did something special for Rose. Can you tell us what that special thing was?
Don't make me do it again.
Did we wish Rose a happy birthday? Rose, did you see we brought your Kentucky boy back?
I came back, Rose. Are you here with us tonight?
You have them all. Rose, the one question we want to know is, were you sitting on Charles' lap that day? Or did Charles sit on your lap? It was odd. Rose, do you enjoy visitors? Sound like I said I'm here. Who's here?
Automatic seat.
Rose. Poor soul.
Long year.
That was kind of weird.
Around you?
Rose, are there spirits with you? Did somebody?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Rose, there's a camera pointing at us. Can you wave at the camera for those watching us?
It's when
Just one.
They go about.
Is there anybody that wants to speak with us?
I've headed.
you know that
I can't stop shaking.
It's really cold in here. All of a sudden.
Why is it so cold in here? I don't know. It's on.
Did you pass away here?
Well,
you left it.
Can anybody say one of our names? You don't want to talk to us?
Mac and tea and
Not until you're done. That's weird.
There was a certain noise, then they said that, then that noise again, like a hitting a drum or
Yeah.
vibration of some type.
We're falling.
Are we interrupting? Who's laughing?
That was
Creepy.
creepy.
Rose, was that you?
Looking at it.
Looking at. Who just laughed? What was so funny?
Something familiar.
Something
Something
familiar.
familiar. That laugh was pretty creepy.
I've never had it. I've never had a laughter come through.
Yeah.
You haven't, Bri. Did you just say my name?
Yes. Urgently call. Point up. Today.
Say our names again, please. Wow.
And
What'd you just say?
I'll be interested in going back, and that's spooky.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that wants to speak with us here in Rose's room?
Two better.
So maybe you can help us with this question. Are there such thing as ghosts?
we were.
In a universe. 5%. Do you want us to leave, Rose?
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Rose, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Can you tell us goodbye?
Rose, I'll come back and sing to you next time, okay?
You'll need to bring her a beer, too.
And now it's tracking.
It sounded like it said, and now I'm trash.
Believe me, Rose, I sound a lot better after a few beers.
That was a weird sound, too.
Almost like a bell, wasn't it? Or,
Like one that you would hear in the hospital.
right.
Maybe a residual sound.
Alright.
Code red?
Yep.
What's a code red?
Bit of Griff.
Okay, so I just want to interject this here. A code red for a hospital is to alert hospital staff of a fire or probable fire.
Actually,
Now, earlier tonight, we had the word fire come across, I think.
We did. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the Phasma box off because this is interesting. Earlier when we got here, Charles, Val was sharing a story about how she was picking up, getting ready for tonight's tour, and she had a moment where she smelled heavy cigarette smoke. So the other part of Code Red is that it may be activated if someone smells or sees smoke.
Interesting.
Could that correlate to what Val experienced earlier today?
And she had never, in all the other times, ever smelled that before.
Correct. Never disappointment with Rose.
No, never.
Never. Some interesting responses. We'll have to come back through and either do a follow-up or another episode where we could just recap this, but definitely a really good Friday the 13th with Rose.
Yeah, we got some great answers, I think.
All right, there's a little bit of time left in our time here at St. Ignatius, so we're going to go ahead and end this episode here of Boo Crew Case Files. Charles, thanks for sharing this rickety Rose's bed with me.
Anytime, Bri, anytime.
I'm sorry I was shivering so much.
I didn't know I had that kind of effect on you.
I think it was more so when asked, where's Rose, and it said to my right, and it has been extremely cold to my right. So whether it's Rose or the draft from this old window, I don't know.
Kind of interesting, though, you have to admit.
I have to say, though, I love St. Ignatius, but I'm very much disappointed that there's not blankets in here for a hospital. I'm freaking cold.
It is rather frigid.
Yes, I think earlier we calculated it at like 42, 43 degrees.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That ends this episode of Boo Crew Case Files. Thanks for tuning in. If you've heard anything, find us on Facebook, Boo Crew Case Files, or email us at boocrew.pnw@gmail.com. Well, that was quite the episode of Boo Crew Case Files. I thought that was the end, so I did some research to try to figure out why we had captured fire on the Afterlife app. Let's try that. Fire. Like, why would it say fire? And why the Phasma box said code red.
I have a video phone.
That was a weird sound, too.
Almost like a bell, wasn't it? Or...
Like one that you would hear in the hospital.
Right.
Maybe a residual sound.
Agree.
Code red?
Yep.
And to go along with that, earlier in the day, Val had smelled heavy cigarette smoke just outside Rose's door. Mind you, we were in Rose's room when we captured that communication. I asked Val, had there been any documented fires at St. Ignatius? Until recently, we found that in 2003, the boiler overheated at St. Ignatius Manor. This resulted in the evacuation of 30 residents. All were displaced for the evening. No injuries to report. I have to say, quite an interesting episode, just to follow up and check in on Rose and to have all of that communication and the activity and that EVP.
Find it.
There's more to come on Boo Crew Case Files. Stick around. New St. Ignatius stories coming, as well as other Boo Crew episodes. Want to check out St. Ignatius for yourself? Tickets are available for tours at www.colfaxhauntedhospital.com. Schedule your tour now.